the apex property of the human race is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is Manhattan in cyberspace. If you think about investing in Manhattan as a good metaphor, the question is it too late to invest in Manhattan? Well, was it too late in 1680? No. Was it too late in 1776? No. Was it too late in 1865? No. Was it too late in 1914? No. 1945? No. 1976? No. 2000? No. What is the story of, and why is that, by the way? It's because Manhattan's built on an island. There's a limited amount of land. It's the nexus, the commercial center of the North American trade network or the Western trade network. Everybody with money and power wants to go through or needs to go through Manhattan at some point in time. That's been the case for hundreds of years. Everyone that ever bought real estate in Manhattan bought it from someone that paid less for it than they're currently buying it for, right? Mm-hmm. And why does it keep going up? It keeps going up because we keep printing more currency, right? So scarce, desirable assets go up forever. And in this case, is Bitcoin safer investment than Manhattan? I think so, because Manhattan competes with Tokyo and London and Paris, and Manhattan is just a physical city. Bitcoin is the center of the digital commerce or of the digital economy. It's like the capital city. It's the nexus point of the entire digital economy. And it has appealed to everybody on earth speaking every language.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show. It's your boy Lex Money. The month has started off with a big fat red candle, and there's going to be a lot of narratives to assign to this red candle. But should we be worried right as the month has just begun? Well, first of all, I want to show you this post from Camel. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch Camel. If you don't, go and check him out. A lot of you actually did comment in the comment section saying about QT ending in QE. How could we possibly see any more red after QT ends? But remember, QT ended, yet balance sheet runoff continued until mid-August in 2019 and didn't settle until the middle of the month. Okay, so a lot of people do scream printers coming, but remember, these things have to happen with time. We spoke about this before, right? Billions don't just get injected into the market instantly. They take time, guys. I think everyone should understand that right now. Okay, it doesn't mean that things won't ultimately resolve to a bullish outcome. For a lot of you guys wondering, why the hell did Bitcoin dump today? Okay, what is the reason? Why can't we just maintain a green candle? A lot of people would have had their sell orders or buy orders or whatever it is stacked up for the first of the month, right? It's not traders making decisions. Portfolio rebalancing in real time happens usually at the start or the end of every month, okay? So people probably resetting risk. Also could be a bit of manipulation on the cards right now, guys. You can see that when we entered 12 o'clock UTC, we had a pretty big dump from Bitcoin. Now, again, like I said, we always must say it's fluid with the market, so we're going to get some pretty definitive answers in the month of December, whether or not Bitcoin rolls over to that lower high, because we are going to find out in this month if we roll over to a lower high or if we can get a good break to the upside. Now, the narrative for the bear market not being here right now is the electrical cost, right? Who's been seeing all these electrical cost posts on Twitter today? Current electrical cost 71k for Bitcoin, right? If we go below 71k, people are going to start to find a new narrative. Okay, be careful of that, because we did line up on our charts where we could say there's no way we can be convinced that a bear market isn't here, and that was going to be at this point here, which would be a technical lower low. Okay, so we can say around 74k. If we start to get candle body closes below that, doesn't matter what your narrative is or what you expect, right? It probably would go a lot lower for Bitcoin, being that it would be the first lower low in this macro uptrend. So electrical cost 71k, which is a little bit lower. Bitcoin has never dropped below this electrical cost. Okay, does that mean that's where the bear market bottom is going to be? But what you've got to do is just zoom in a little bit and you can say, look, it actually did in 2020. Now, entities with a balance of 1k or over is actually starting to spike as well coming into the end of the year. We're seeing that as the price has dropped, Bitcoin whales, or people that want to hold over 1,000 Bitcoin, have been increasing. Remember, not many people will hold this much. So we've only jumped up about 90 people. But you can see that when we do have these sharp rallies and right into the end of the cycle, you see people start to distribute back into the top. So we've got to keep a close eye on these candles here. Okay, last time we did have these candles start to flip red on the MACD. It was at the start of a bear market. However, we did still get 2 green bullish months after that, which we could use as an exit, right? So we're going to find out over the coming month whether or not we are going to be getting those bullish months to come. And remember, it's just the start of the month. It's the first day of the month. We can't be, going into frenzy, panicking when, it hasn't even been 14 hours of the 1st of December as the time of the recording. So eyes on the prize are going to be, number 1, at 74k. We don't want to lose that. Number 2, this little wick here. Okay, so this definitely could result to a higher low, right? We could start to push up again, and all of these people start to get trapped because they enter short just for this candle to reverse. We're going to find out over this week whether or not we do reverse. Ideally, we want to be holding this level. Okay, that's going to be around 80k. Wouldn't really want to see Bitcoin reverse lower than 80k. When it comes to Ethereum, eyes on the prize is going to be around 2.75k. We did get that short-term bounce from Ethereum, not as high as we would have liked though. Would have liked for the bounce to probably go up to around 3.3k. We went all the way up to this previous wick low at 3k before reversing again, obviously because the price of Bitcoin did have a bit of a rollover. And then when we look at the total 3 minus USDT divided by Bitcoin, this is one of the charts that people like Benjamin Cowan have been looking at for basically for altcoins, right? And where altcoins are destined to go. And you can see, we hadn't had significant rallies from altcoins until we went down to 0.25. Does it have to be 0.25, or will it be something more like filling this wick? I mean, when we look at a lot of our altcoins, it does look like they're trying, well, a lot of them are trying to fill this wick here that they did previously print in that October flush. Now, if altcoins do go that low, then obviously the USD pair is going to go a lot lower. So ideally, we wouldn't want this scenario to happen, but it's something that can't be ignored. So that's something that is also on my radar as well. But right now, my main focus is going to be on Bitcoin. Can we start to print a higher low? Can we just hold up 80k? As this macro bottom right into sentiment extremes of extreme fear, have a breakout of this trend line and then reclaim this red zone here. If not, then we need to continue to entertain the fact that there is still the possibility on the table that Bitcoin could be going a little bit lower. But until we do start to break these levels, again, we have to stay a bit optimistic, okay, have some hope and have some faith that Bitcoin does Bitcoin things and continues higher. Only time's going to tell. So if you want to be up to date with that, make sure you like the video, you subscribed, let me know what you want me to cover in the next video, and I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.